Right now it's 6, a hillside giving way into an Iowa home. The heartbreaking discovery that followed. And mobile homes up in flames. Residents' reactions waking up to the fires.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now. It's 6. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off today. A fire damaged 3 mobile homes in the town of Shelby this morning. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee is live at Brookview Mobile Home Park with the latest. Jadius.
I'm live in Shelby, where if you take a look behind me, you can see the aftermath from the fire that started here earlier this morning and spread to 3 homes. However, according to officials, no injuries were reported. Authorities say between 6 and 7 a.m., flames broke out at Brookview Mobile Park. Firefighters rushed in as smoke filled the neighborhood, working to stop the fire from spreading further. In the end, 3 homes were heavily damaged.
I was sleeping. I worked yesterday and I got up right away and came out and it was engulfed. And I walked down and looked at the other 2 trailers and their sides are at least the vinyl on their homes are completely gone from the heat.
Authorities say the fire began in a vacant home. Witnesses reported seeing a former tenant leaving shortly before it started. Again, these are unconfirmed reports and the investigation still continues. Reporting in Shelby, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Jadius. A human case of West Nile has been confirmed in Eau Claire County. It's the county's first this year. West Nile is usually spread through the bite of an infected mosquito which they pick up from birds. The Eau Claire case is the 21st reported across the state this year. In Iowa, a bizarre accident. An elderly man is dead after a rock slide. News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hine is live in Almaquee County where it all happened. Brooklyn.
I'm here just north of Harpers Ferry, Iowa, outside of the house where on Tuesday morning a rock slide killed a 76-year-old man in his home. Responders were dispatched to the 1100 block of Red Oak Road following a call from a resident of the home that a hillside had slid down into the house and she could not locate her husband. Emergency responders arrived to find the man dead under a fallen rock that had came through the back of the house.
At that time, the person who was calling 911 was unable to locate her husband in the residence. First responders arrived on the scene and were able to locate the other resident, the husband, who was deceased in a back room of the residence.
Investigators found numerous rocks had rolled down the hill from a nearby property. Officials say this is an ongoing investigation as they work to uncover the cause of the fallen rock. Live in Iowa, Brooklyn Hine, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Brooklyn. Planned Parenthood is no longer scheduling abortions in Wisconsin. Officials say federal Medicaid cuts are forcing the organization to stop the service. Wisconsin women seeking abortion care will now have to travel out of state. Planned Parenthood is considering legal action to reverse the pause. Judge Maria Lazar is launching her campaign for Wisconsin Supreme Court. Lazar serves on the Wisconsin Court of Appeals in District 2. She also served as Assistant Attorney General under Governor Scott Walker. The conservative judge will challenge for Justice Rebecca Bradley's seat, who announced she wouldn't seek re-election in August. Lazar joins Judge Chris Taylor, a liberal, in the race. Well, it's the first day of October, but feeling more like summer than fall, Greg. When's the cool down expected?
We still got a little time to go through the weekend, and maybe into early next week we'll finally see fall-like. But in the meantime, we got some record warmth ahead too. But in the meantime, we also had high clouds today, which kept the temperatures down a little bit along with that southeast wind. So still well above average, but less of maybe mid 80s more than low 80s or even upper 70s. So that's kind of what we dealt with, a little bit warmer to the west, still very dry out there. High clouds streaming ahead of a system out to the west that's really just going to lift north and not provide much other than some higher clouds throughout the night and into early tomorrow morning, but that system will stay out west. So this evening, nothing to speak of really. 66 as we get past 10 p.m. Just a light southeast wind that will continue basically mid-60s, upper 60s is where we should be for an average high, to give you a kind of perspective of what it's going to feel like at 10, 11 p.m. Both areas will see that high clouds. Not expecting any precipitation with this going forward. Now, yes, we do have record warmth ahead. We'll break down what that means for temperatures, the wind, and yeah, when that cool down will actually happen. That all coming up a bit later.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Greg. A potentially armed suspect remains at large in Jackson County. Last night, Austin Jurikich escaped arrest after an 8-hour search in the town of Knapp. The operation involved multiple law enforcement agencies and tactical teams. A caller told police Jurikich was armed with a gun and threatened to start a shootout with officers. Police say he may be armed and dangerous and should not be approached. It was a scam so good, one couple fell for it for months. News 8 Now's Allison Fergut is in the newsroom with what to look out for. Allison.
The couple lost more than hundreds of thousands of dollars in the scam. Experts say these kinds of scams are common and easy to fall for, but there are signs to watch out for to keep yourself safe. A La Crosse couple in their 70s were told they won millions in the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes last May, but they would need to pay taxes and fees to claim their prize.
If you've won a prize, you shouldn't have to pay to receive your prize.
Michelle Reinen with the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection says it's a scam they're all too familiar with.
We hear from consumers that have been contacted by the fake Publishers Clearinghouse on a pretty regular basis.
Over the next 8 months, the couple would send hundreds of thousands in cash and gift cards.
A scammer's favorite payment method is going to be a method that's not traceable.
In total, the couple lost just over $450,000, and they likely won't get most of it back. Reinen says these kinds of scams are easy to fall for.
They seem very realistic and are trying to convince consumers that they have won something. And they do it in a way to heighten the emotion so you don't think reasonably or rationally anymore because you're so excited that you've been the one selected to win this great prize.
But there are some red flags to look out for.
Anything where you have to act right away. You have to keep it a secret that you need to make this payment or you're going to be arrested. Having to make a payment of taxes, fees, shipping, and handling would be a red flag.
If you think a family member or friend is caught up in a scam, Reinen says you should offer support instead of blame.
Check in with who someone has talked with during a day, who they've been connected with by email, phone, text message, social media, to see what interactions are happening and then help them evaluate that and problem solve together.
If you think you've been scammed or have received a suspicious message, contact Wisconsin's DATCP. You can also reach out to your local law enforcement agencies. Reporting in the newsroom, Allison Fergut, News 8 Now.
A special tree is growing at Viterbo. The tree comes from seeds of a tree that was planted in a concentration camp in World War II. The original tree was planted by children at the camp who sacrificed their water rations to help it grow. After the war ended, seeds from the tree were sent to cities around the world to honor the children.
This Irma Laucher was one of the teachers. She convinced a guard to smuggle in this silver maple tree sapling. And he brought it in his boot, and they planted it outside the barracks, and the children would give up their water rations to water this tree.
The tree is extra special for Viterbo, honoring Daryl Klotz's 20 years of Holocaust education. Happening today, free bus rides with MTU. It's part of National Week Without Driving. The challenge highlights how difficult it can be for people who don't have cars and promotes walking, biking, and public transit. Still to come, a West Salem teen with a mullet gaining national attention, and downtown La Crosse getting cleaned up by volunteers. How the initiative is impacting visitors and residents.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, La Crosse breaks ground on a new apartment building. We're live, plus bad news if you're shipping holiday gifts this year, and Arts tracking possible rain. The news starts at 5 a.m.
Halloween is here, and Menards has everything you need to dress your home for the season. From the smallest spooks to biggest fears. Make your home the talk of the town with tricks and treats for the whole family. Get everything you need with scary good savings this Halloween at Menards.
What if buying a car felt easy. At Maury's Auto Group, it does. With Maury's Best Price First, there's no haggling, no hassle, just upfront, honest pricing. And with Maury's team, you get guidance, not pressure. You always get more with Maury's. More help, more clarity, and more value. Test drive and compare the top midsize SUVs at our Drive to Compare event, Saturday, October 11th at La Crosse Speedway. Details at drivetocompare.com or go to Maury'sAuto.com and get more with Maury's.
To everyone who believes in Midwest magic, you'll always find it here at Culver's. Not that kind of magic.
Midwest magic turns fresh, never frozen beef into a juicy butter burger. And transforms farm fresh dairy into the creamiest custard you've ever had. Ta-da! But it's not just what we serve, it's how we serve it.
With a warm welcome and a little extra love.
Love. Love in every bite.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Yeah!
G&T. Get a heat pump for your home or office space.
A West Salem teen could win a national championship, and it's all thanks to his hair. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is here with the story.
13-year-old Charlie Kasinger is on his way to winning a national championship for growing the best mullet. Meet 13-year-old Charlie Kasinger and his mullet known as the Wisconsin Waterfall. Kasinger lives in West Salem. He likes to fish, play sports, and compete in the USA Mullet Championship.
I'm in a teens group, and there's a bunch of kids with mullets, and they try to compete for $10,000.
This is Kasinger's third year in the championship. He says he wasn't always a fan of the hairstyle, but as his hair started to grow longer, so did his love for business in the front and party in the back.
It was pretty weird at first, and then it's like, oh, this is a cool hairstyle.
Kasinger is currently a finalist in the competition. If he wins the grand prize, there's one thing he wants to buy.
Maybe a dirt bike or something.
And if he doesn't win, Kasinger says he plans to compete again next year. Voting for the competition has officially closed. The winners will be announced next week. Reporting in studio, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Best of luck to him. Downtown Main Street hosted the Higher Standards Community Cleanup Day in the heart of downtown La Crosse. Volunteers gathered at Larson's General to receive their supplies and zoning assignments before setting out to clean up litter throughout the area.
These cleanups are extremely important for downtown. Downtown is the heartbeat of our city, and keeping it clean and safe and attractive and vibrant is so important to not only the downtown area, but everywhere else surrounding here too, all the small businesses and families and residents that call this place home.
Participants were able to drop off their collected litter bags at multiple downtown businesses where they were rewarded with complimentary treats as a token of appreciation. We'll have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, we got warmer conditions, even record temps, but it's also going to get breezy all the way through the weekend. We'll break down what that means for temperatures and if we got any precipitation in the forecast. That all coming up on your first warm weather update after the break.
Oktoberfest kicks off Thursday, October 2nd at Fleet Farm. Join us all month for show-stopping deals, contests, and freebies every weekend. This Saturday, October 4th, the first 100 customers can score a free gift card worth up to $100. Grab a sweet fall favorite at our Caramel Apple Bar and enjoy free hot dogs, yard games, and more. Don't miss the fun at Fleet Farm's Oktoberfest. It's our way of saying thanks for your continued business. For details, visit fleetfarm.com/Oktoberfest.
It's time for Jolivet Family Farms Fall Harvest. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Stop by today for some of Jolivet's homegrown squash, kraut cabbage, popcorn, and hardy mums. Check out our large selection of pumpkins and pie pumpkins. We also feature many fall decorations, including corn stalks, gourds, specialty pumpkins, and straw bales. Take home some pumpkin cheesecake bars, cookies, pies, or bread from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily, year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
You're traveling through another dimension.
a dimension of sight and sound, a journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's the sofa up ahead. Your next stop, the comfort zone.
Fast, free financing available. Don't need financing? Ask about our cash discount.
Come to Wesco and find yourself in the comfort zone and tell them Peyton sent you.
It's good to know your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is always there. For generations, we've powered the growth of our community. Today, our commitment is stronger than ever to provide affordable energy you can depend on and keep you connected to what matters most, now and for generations to come. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
One of the things I've said for years is we do things right and we do the right thing. From the very beginning, when we offered bathrooms, one of the biggest concerns for homeowners is just safety. Can you get in and out of the bathtub? If that's a problem for you, the Board Store has the products and the installers to make your bathroom safe as well as attractive and easy to care for. Call today for a prompt free estimate.
Pretty much warm, dry, summer-like conditions really are felt in the Midwest, even Northern Plains, all the way up into southern Canada. Really, that's going to be the story going forward. You can see these are your high temperatures. Because out to the west, they see a system that's going to be diving south, providing those with some showers, rain, even mountain snow, and cooler conditions. So as they cool down, we're going to continue to warm up or even heat up even more, too, for the next several days through the weekend. And that's the pattern that we're kind of dealing with right now. It is a dry heat because we don't have a lot of moisture being pushed to the north. Enough moisture at the mid and upper levels to provide cloud cover with the system out to the west. And that's what we saw today. And we'll see more of that tonight and then kind of dwindle a little bit off tomorrow. That system pushes to the north. There's your Pacific Northwest system that really is going to bring fall-like and more rain and even mountain snow eventually to the west. So that's kind of the pattern we're dealing with right now going forward. As we look at the temperatures tonight, more mid to upper 50s, kind of what we saw last night. We'll have some cloud cover out there, mainly mid and high level clouds, but we should be in the mid to upper 40s this time of year. So another mild night. And tomorrow, less overall cloud cover should allow the temperatures to get back up into the low to mid 80s. So once again, not quite record level, but the wind will start turning around a little bit. You see the arrows now coming more out of the south-southwest. Today we're out of the southeast, which helped bring us our temperatures a little bit down too, along with the cloud cover. Now Friday, it's definitely going to be warm even going into the evening for Friday Night Football. Definitely mid to upper 80s. We could see a 90. Dry heat though. The relative humidity is still fairly low for this time of year and low dew points, but definitely could see records. The wind starts picking up. The one thing to notice going into Saturday is the lows going in here will be in the upper 60s and near 70 to start off Saturday, which is almost a record too. So very warm conditions going into Saturday, along with the wind staying up, and those winds will continue on Saturday and actually pick up too. We'll see mid to upper 80s. So once again, could be more records temperatures too going into that day. As we look at the records for Friday, it's still a little bit uncertain. We're going to get to 91 at La Crosse. Not out of the question quite yet. A little bit closer for Eau Claire. So those are the two. Better chance Saturday because the records are a little bit lower for Saturday, more upper 80s or mid 80s. So that's definitely in reach and probably could break that going into Saturday. Now Sunday, more clouds, wind. We have a front that will be approaching. You can kind of see where it's going to be positioned right now. Look at the 50s in the Dakotas near there and 69 in Fargo. So we're going to deal with that. A little bit cooler, still windy, and then the front will come through. Now ahead of it, that wind picks up Saturday. We'll see gusts potentially in the afternoon above 30 to 35, especially as you go to higher elevations over in northeast Iowa. This is just a taste of it because we're going to see more of like this conditions going into Sunday. In fact, they could get a little bit stronger going into Sunday as that front gets approaching us. And really when it comes to precipitation with this front, it's not a lot. It actually starts kind of falling apart as it comes through, and this would come through probably Sunday night to early Monday morning, and not a lot of precipitation with it. It's going to be starving a little bit for moisture. The winds will pick up, will cool down behind it, but don't expect a lot of rainfall as we go into Monday. A lot of areas may not just see clouds and a wind change, but you will see more seasonal conditions for early part of next week, with maybe some rain chances coming towards the midweek. But overall theme of next week is more fall-like temperatures, 60s and overnight lows in the 40s. So definitely it's going to be feeling like August, and with that wind picking up Friday and Saturday, it's going to be dry and very warm.
Yep, 4 more days of warmth, and then we can pretty much kiss it goodbye for the rest of the year.
Well, you know,
yeah, probably.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right, thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, we're getting closer to Brewers playoff baseball. Hear from one of Milwaukee's Gold Glovers on one of the big advantages the team has this time of round. Jacob is up next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Wait, you gave yourself a flu vaccine?
At your house?
How?
FluMist, it's a flu vaccine you give yourself.
Yeah, at home.
You do what at home? FluMist Home. What? FluMist Home. A vaccine delivered to your home? Yes.
You give yourself a shot? No, it's a mist that goes up my nose. My mom does it.
And it works?
Yeah, it's the same flu vaccine you get at the doctor's or pharmacy.
So easy. Even you can do it, Chief.
FluMist is a nasal spray flu vaccine for people aged 2 to 49. Don't get FluMist if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, eggs, or to other flu vaccines. Do not give FluMist to children or adolescents taking aspirin therapy. Tell your healthcare provider about all your medical conditions, including asthma, wheezing, or Guillain-Barré syndrome, and about all the medicines you take. Runny or stuffy nose, sore throat, or fever may occur.
So I can order FluMist online. Yeah, just go get your phone.
Get flu protection without the injection. Order at flumist.com.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More mattresses. Did you know you spend a third of your life sleeping? So you better have the best mattress you possibly can. King has a huge selection to choose from at every price range. We'll even deliver your new mattress and haul away the old one for free. Take time to find the exact mattress you want, because you're going to be sleeping on this for a while. Head into King Furniture today.
GNT. Get a heat pump for your home or office space.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, the last time the Brewers were in the NLDS was 1,450 days ago, which was a 5-4 loss to the Braves back in 2021. But Milwaukee just a few days away from returning to the divisional series. And unlike last season when the Brewers entered the postseason with the undaunted mantra, linked with being underdogs and overlooked, this year they're on everybody's radar. And with that comes some pressure, but being the team with the best record in baseball means home field advantage throughout, which could prove to be huge for the crew.
You know, you want to play every game at home if you could. You know, we playing at home, the fans are great, it's loud, and gives you some energy for sure. I've never experienced playing on the road, so I don't know. All I know is the home, and it's been a great time. It's been fun, and it'll be exciting for sure.
Tomorrow's game 3 between the Cubs and Padres will decide who Milwaukee will face the NLDS on Saturday. And it is Wednesday, so as we usually do, time for the News 8 Play of the Week nominees. First up, it was a first place finish today at the Division II Regional Girls Golf Tournament for Westby Baroque was Maddie Fletcher. The senior was on fire, carding a 75 at Drugans. 3 birdies on the day for Fletcher. Next, we've got Aquinas' Tenzin Nelson earlier this week at the MVC Girls Tennis Tournament. Nelson entered the day as the top seed, and she looked the part, winning 6-1, 6-2 in the semis and 6-1, 6-4 in the singles final to become a conference champion. To the gridiron we go for number 3. Onalaska's Brendan Chenault had a massive game in Hilltoppers' 28-12 win over Logan. An interception and 5 catches for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns. Here's one of them right here, the junior turning on the afterburners for the score. At number 4, not much offense between Cashion and Brookwood last Friday, but Owen Wong of the Falcons was a handful for the Eagle defense. 3 ridiculous catches on this drive alone, including this one right here, a score right before half in the home side's big 15-8 win. And another viewer submission at number 5. This is Isaiah Kleinsmith of Melrose Mindoro returning a punt last Friday. Just a ridiculous return, making defenders miss left and right. 47 yards later, Kleinsmith takes it in for the score in a 14-0 win over Whitehall. Some great submissions this week. Thanks to those who sent those in. To cast your vote, head to news8000.com and under the Sports tab, click on Play of the Week and select which one you think deserves to win. Voting opens shortly and closes Friday at 5. Emily, some good choices in some new sports as well, with some girls golf and some girls tennis. Anything trip your trigger?
I think I want to give the tennis girl some love. Tenzin. What an appropriate
Tenzin
name
Nelson.
for a tennis player. Tenzin, the tennis player.
Little
she did
loop
great.
shot over her opponent. That's pretty, pretty good right there.
And of course that last one was pretty cool
Isaiah
too.
was great. Very good. Break a lot of tackles. Tough to tackle.
All right. Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Atlas Pinnacle Shingles Super Wide Design saves on installation time. Plus, 3M Scotchgard Protector prevents black streaks for the life of the roof. We make it easy to estimate your project with our new roofing design and buy program. Available in-store and on Menards.com. Get an 11% rebate on all Atlas shingles now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, Laura. New headphones?
Yeah, it's the snoring. I can't sleep.
Ah, I've got a solution for that. Meet me at Slumberland. I see you found the Tempur Ergo Smart Base. It provides a holistic sleep experience and snore response technology. It adjusts as soon as snoring is detected.
It works.
What?
You were talking in your sleep and said you're going to buy me this smart base.
Yeah, I did. Stop stressing, start sleeping with Slumberland's 365-night sleep guarantee.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family. Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
All right, another mild night with some high clouds out there, still getting into the 50s, mid to upper 50s. Our overnight lows should be in the 40s this time of year. Going forward, yes, the high temperatures are going to get close to record. But the other thing to keep a look at, there we go, finally coming up. Look at the overnight lows, mid to upper 60s going into Friday. That is our average high this time of year.
The weather is getting ready for sports on Friday.
It's going to be quite a difference for Friday night football going forward.
For sure. All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 6. We'll see you at 10.